Can everybody hear me? We all good? Okay. I'd like to thank everyone for coming to our opening ceremony for this exhibit, very special exhibit. If you would, just bear with us a few minutes. We're going to have the presentation of the colors. We'll say the Pledge of Allegiance. We will also have the national anthem, and then 21 gun salute, and our bagpipers will also play, and then we'll get started on with some other things. So if you would, stand for the presentation of the colors.
If you're just tuning in on the radio, they are presenting the colors right now at the ceremony.
And if you would, join us in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, it's you. One second.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof
You can all be seated, or those that can anyway. Next, and I failed to announce who I am. Most of you know who I am. I'm Kevin Hope, Fire Chief at Artesia Fire. My administrative assistant, Debbie Brazos, was absolutely instrumental in making this happen and getting this exhibit here. So she's got a few words to say, and if you would, just welcome Debbie.
I just want to say, can you hear me? Can you hear me now? I just want to tell everybody good morning, and I want to thank each and every one of you for being here. It's very hot, and I know it's a little uncomfortable, but all the more dedication that you guys have. So I want to thank you so much for being here. I want to thank my family for being here and making this the most special day. On behalf of Artesia 9/11 Memorial, and I speak for all of us, our President, Fire Chief Kevin Hope, our Treasurer, Misty Payne, our board members, Fire Marshal Brendan Harvey, and our other board member, Miss Melody Payne. We would like to thank the foundations for being instrumental in helping us bring this piece of educational history to us. TLC2 Foundation, From the Heart, Written in Red Foundation, Chase Foundation, and the PY Foundation. I would also like to again thank the entire community of Artesia, especially our local businesses who created special meals, special sales. We thank you so much for everything that you've done to welcome the exhibit. So many businesses, too numerous to mention, but we can't thank you enough. And of course, we thank Tunnel to Towers and the New York City Fire Department. Retired Battalion Chief John Martirana, Retired Battalion Chief Ed Breen, Retired Battalion Chief Charlie Gussman. It is so very important that we came together, learn from our history so this never happens again. We vowed to never forget, and it is important to keep that vow so that the 2,977 innocent people who died on that day did not die in vain. Their sacrifice for all of us should never be forgotten. It is also important because 9/11 is not just a day in the past. It is a day that is still taking lives. About 2,000 more people have died from 9/11 related illnesses since that day. About another 110,000 are sick with those illnesses today. America united on that day and in its aftermath like never before. I hope through education about that day that future generations will never forget, and that we can all stand together in unity again. We are stronger together. The Tunnel to Towers Foundation has been supporting American heroes since 9/11. Their mission is to do good in honor of the men and women who sacrificed so much for all of us. The foundation pays off mortgages of Gold Star and fallen first responder families with young children, and it builds smart homes with adaptive technologies for our nation's most catastrophically injured veterans and first responders. Our community was devastated and continues to mourn the loss of our very own Corporal Thomas Frazier. At this time, I would like to personally introduce to you Mr. Billy Puckett from Tunnel to Towers Foundation.
First of all, I just want to tell you guys how hard she worked, and also say happy birthday. Excuse me, we just wish you a happy birthday.
Thank you.
Hi.
Gift right here.
I know the first thing you guys are going to do when you walk in, you're going to tell us thank you. But the thanks go to you. Thank you for letting us travel the country and bring a little piece of history that day to places where some people may never have the opportunity to go to the city of New York. And these three young men that are with me, if you can't understand them, I'll be glad to translate everything that they say. We have a great time, folks. You know, out of tragedy comes something wonderful, and out of the tragedy of that day came this foundation and what we're able to do. Debbie touched on it lightly. The only other thing I'm going to tell you about our foundation is for every $1 bill that is donated, 93 cents of that goes toward building of the homes. There's not another foundation can touch us in that department, and we're very, very honored to have that percent. But I just want you to know that at this time, the Tunnel to Towers Foundation, this is tough. We're in the process of paying off the mortgage of Thomas's family. So Allison. So Miss Allison and the kids, they're not going to have that worry. We do that all over the country, and that's our duty. That's what we do. I know it's hot, and you guys, you know, I can stand up here and talk for the next 2 hours. Do you want me to?
No.
But please come in and you know, listen to those guys' stories, and come back in the back here and see me, and I'll tell you even more in depth about our foundation and what we do. But again, thank you for letting us be here.
Thank you, Billy. I do want to say just one last thing. I want to thank some very special sponsors, Holly Frontier, EOG Resources. Thank you so much. Very generous. Thank you so much. Without further ado, welcome to the 9/11 Never Forget mobile exhibit. Ladies and gentlemen, it'll take about 5 minutes for them to get everything set up before anyone can enter. And we would like to invite Allison.
All right, that is the opening ceremonies here for the Tunnel to Towers mobile 9/11 mobile exhibit. We're going to take a commercial break, and then we'll be back on the other side with more of our combined morning show, Mornings with Mike Winters and Good Morning Artesia with Gene Dow, right here on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM and 990 AM and 93.7 FM KSVP. We'll be back in just a few. Don't go away.